You're listening to PetLifeRadio.com.
Hi, I'm Seth Peterson.
Hi, I'm Tippi Hedren.
I'm Rhonda Schwartz.
I'm Doris Roberts.
This is Jessalyn Gilson.
Hello, I'm Victor Webb.
Hi, this is Charlotte Ross.
Hi, this is Ed Begley Jr.
What's up, you guys? This is AJ from the Backstreet Boys.
Hi, this is Shannon Elizabeth, and you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
And you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talking Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
With Jon Patch.
Jon Patch.
You're listening to Talkin' Pets with Jon Patch.
Hello, America, and welcome to Talkin' Pets with your host, Jon Patch. Join Jon and his expert guests with all of your pet questions, concerns, comments, and stories. Now it's time for Talkin' Pets with your host, Jon Patch.
And welcome to Talkin' Pets, heard coast to coast on your favorite radio station. This is Talkin' Pets, and I'm your host, Jon Patch. Joining us from Livingston Animal and Avian Hospital is
Dr. O.
Here to answer your medical questions and your behavior questions about your pets. The show is produced by Miss Amanda Page.
Hey there, Johnny boy.
Hi, Panda. How you doing over there?
I'm doing, and you?
You're all the way on the other side of the room.
I'm so far away.
Not that far. I could still hit you with something.
Yes, you could. Please don't.
The show is also produced by Mr. Tony Legg at Business Talk and Lifestyle Talk Radio Network. So when you call in, you'll speak with Tony. He'll put you on the air with us at 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. We have a special guest joining us this hour. Her name is Dominique De Vito. She's one of the editors, one of the authors of World Atlas of Dog Breeds. It's the 6th edition, and it's put out by TFH Publishing. It's a great book. It sells for $100 out on the market. It is huge, and it has every breed you want to learn about. And we're going to be giving away 2 books, just 2 books. So stay tuned for that. Well, once again, I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. O. And Amanda Page.
And once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. O. And Amanda Page.
We welcome your calls and questions at 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. We want to welcome on to the program right now one of the authors of World Atlas of Dog Breeds, the 6th edition. It's put out by TFH Publications. I want to welcome on Dominique De Vito. Hey, Dominique, how you doing?
Hi, John.
It's nice to have you on the show with us. I want to introduce you to Dr. O.
Hi, Dominique.
Hello.
You know, this is, we're all sitting here mesmerized by this book, and I have to say, you know, I come across many authors out of the 20 years that I've been hosting this show, and I'm like a child in a candy store when I see a book like this, because it really is gorgeous.
Thank you.
I mean, it is so well put together, and the photography is just breathtaking. And
yeah.
I mean, you get into everything in this book about these breeds, and I want to get into that with you in just a second.
Okay.
But first of all, it is called World Atlas of Dog Breeds, and it's put out by TFH Publications. Now, you can find this book in bookstores and online, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So like Borders and all, they'll have it.
Mm-hmm.
Totally recommend it. You got to go get it. We are going to give away compliments of TFH Publications and Dominique. We're going to give away 2 copies of the book, so stay tuned for that. I'll give out I might do a little special trivia on dog breeds, and then if you get it right, then you're going to get the book, because it is worth every penny when you see it. It is gorgeous. How long did it take to put this book together?
The book took about 3 years to put together.
Now, what about the photography on this? I mean, that's a whole other angle. Is that like, I mean, I would imagine it takes longer to write, or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Does it take longer to write the book, whereas to get the photos?
I think it's probably 50-50. And what TFH wanted from the beginning was for this book to be as majestic as its predecessor, because it was born out of another book that TFH had done that was a standard for its time, called the Atlas of Dog Breeds, and it was also big and beautiful and bold, and it was the first time that anybody had put together so many color photos of so many dog breeds from so many different parts of the world. So photography and the presentation of this kind of book have always been important to TFH, and that was a great deal of the focus of putting this kind of book together.
Now, you start the book off, and you kind of go in parts. In part 1, you get into history and development.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, of course, the history of the dog. It's been domesticated for how many millions of years?
As long as people gathered around campfires and dogs came to beg for scraps.
So they say maybe about 10 million years or so?
Probably even longer.
And it evolved from, is it the wolf?
Yes, that is where the dog breeds that we know of today originated, yes.
So then, of course, it was tamed, became domesticated, and became our best friends.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
How many dogs do you live with, Dominique?
I only live with one right now. I very sadly lost one not too long ago.
Oh, sorry.
And thank you. And my canine family has consisted of 3 dogs total at any one time, but I just have the one right now.
You know, in the beginning of the book, in History and Development, this is absolutely, I don't know if you could see this, Adriana, but on page 13 of the book, there's a picture that you have in there, and you get into, of course, genetic defects, physical makeup of the dog, size, coat types, claws, tails, and ears, heat tolerance. You have all tips and everything on this. But there's a Great Dane and a Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
It's hysterical.
Mm-hmm.
He can eat him with not even like chewing.
And it's amazing to think that those dogs share the same genetic makeup, and that's what's fascinating about dogs.
Well, that's all that you'll learn in this book, of course. And then you get into the parts of dogs. There's a lot of things that people wouldn't understand, like, you know, technical language when you're talking about, you know, the shoulder, the chest, the brisket.
Mm-hmm.
Some people may say, oh, okay, I'm hungry now, you know. But that's actually like what, the chest of the dog?
Yeah, yep, that whole area.
I mean, some of the stuff is known, like the elbow, of course, and the pad. I mean, the front part above the snout, that's called a stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
the part
course,
between the forehead and the nose.
And then you've got the crest, which is like the back of the neck?
The crest comes up over the top of the head and down toward the back, yep.
And then the flank?
The flank is the side.
And, of course, everybody knows the tail, as long as they have one.
That's the back end. That's the part that wags.
And then the hock.
The hocks are down on the it's the back elbow of the back leg.
And then there's one here, it's called the tuck-up.
Mm-hmm. Tuck is where the rib cage comes in under toward the back of the dog, where the rib cage ends, and it goes up toward the back, and you see a distinctive tuck up, which is where that term came from.
You know, it's interesting, too, because you get also on this same area here of the book, you get into the different types of ears, which who would have thought, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Bat ears, button ears, drop ear, prick ear.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that must be a nasty one. Rose ear, semi-prick ear. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
That's, you know, semi-friendly, I guess. And then you get into the furnishings, which is like the beards and the eyebrows. You get into the patterns, coat types. You really get into a lot. But then you go into the breed types.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, right from the bat, you know, can you explain what is actually a dog breed? What's it specified as? What's the meaning of it?
A dog breed is what has been defined over time with particular physical characteristics that define that breed. So that, again, going back to that picture on page 13 of the Great Dane and the Chihuahua, those 2 dogs are instantly recognizable to anyone who sees them and knows those kinds of breeds as a Chihuahua and a Great Dane. You wouldn't confuse them. And mixed breeds, there's actually some contests that people have to determine what breeds are in a mixed breed. And you try to think, okay, does that have part Cairn Terrier and part Siberian Husky? When people conjure up pictures of particular breeds, those types have been defined through very careful breeding for those characteristics, and those characteristics alone make up that particular breed of dog.
You know, it's funny because I'm looking at also in this section companion breeds, which, of course, the Bichon is a companion breed. That's
Mm-hmm.
our producer Amanda has one of those.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm also looking at the little guy here sitting at the Chinese Crested.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks like only a dog a mother can love.
I hear they're quite friendly. They're sweet animals.
They're very sweet. They're adorable.
Well, you know,
look at-
a lot of the characteristics that people breed into dogs or don't have to do with what they like in dogs. And as you know, many breeds were developed specifically for function over form or anything else. And so all dog breeds evolved because a group of people liked particular characteristics about them. And there are many people who love Chinese Cresteds.
You know, under the flock guardian breeds, you've got listed under that as the Great Pyrenees. Those are beautiful dogs.
Yes, they are. Majestic.
And they're friendly, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right. Would you recommend that dog, the Pyrenees, for children, for a household with kids?
You know, with recommendations, and we had to do recommendations in this book, it really helps people to orient themselves toward whether a dog is a good family dog or not. And there are generalizations that you can make for breeds, but so much of it, like even like raising children, a lot of it has to do with the particular individual. People can have, I've had 2 different animals of the same breed, and they can be quite different. So a lot of it depends on that particular animal's temperament, how he was raised, whether the animal got proper socialization, and was exposed to children at a young age. And, a lot of things go into whether an animal is particularly good with children or other dogs or anything else. But there are some breed tendencies, and you want to proceed with caution with any large dog, any powerful dog like that. So it's always good if you're considering any kind of breed to do a lot of research and ask a lot of questions.
Absolutely. There is a list of dogs here, the pariah group, which is interesting how they, it's one of the groups that they have a little controversy because their ownership sometimes is warranted, and even in certain areas it's even prohibited. Like there's like the Basenjis, dingoes. I didn't know dingoes were considered pariah. That's very interesting. But
the dingo ate my baby.
So yeah, I like this book because it groups. It has all the different groups of dog breeds and all the characteristics of certain dogs as a group, breeds as a group, dog breeds and within a group. So it's very interesting and very important for people to know before they think a dog is cute and adorable. All puppies are adorable and cute when they're just puppies, but then they turn out to be too large for an apartment, for example. They need a lot of exercise. So you have to think about all those things before you get into it's a long time commitment. So everybody out there, please, if you're thinking about getting a particular breed, just do your research.
And this is a good book, actually, to do the research with. It's called World Atlas of Dog Breeds. It's the 6th edition by TFH Publications. If you've got a question for Dominique De Vito, please give us a call at 866-606-TALK. Trivia question for a copy of this book, a complimentary copy. It's worth $100. It's absolutely gorgeous. There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? So how many breed groupings are there out there? 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255.
Talkin' Pets. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
It's time for school for you and your friends, your furry best friends. Train your dog the fun and easy way with Teacher's Pet Sessions. Teacher's Pet host Pia Silvani teaches you step by step how to train your dog the fun and easy way. You get 8 30-minute live audio training sessions, complete transcripts of each session, plus a basic training manual to get you and your dog off to a great start. Training begins the moment you bring your dog home. Teacher's Pet Sessions offers positive reinforcement training to shape your dog's behavior and encourages upbeat, enthusiastic responses to ensure that your dog will enjoy learning. Teacher's Pet Sessions dog training is fun at both ends of the leash. So listen, learn, and laugh with your dog with Teacher's Pet Sessions. Get your copy of Teacher's Pet Sessions Volume 1 today. To order, go to teacherspetsessions.com.
Hi, this is Pia Silvani, your host. Bring your dog, tug toy, and treats, and get ready to have some fun.
teacherspetsessions.com.
Hello! I'm Deborah Wolf, and I'm inviting you to my animal party on Pet Life Radio. My pet experts will be coming to the party to answer your pet questions, and they'll also be sharing their favorite stories and messages with us, but I'll be asking them some tough questions. We'll get their opinions on the hot-button topics like the pit bull ban, pet food, vaccines, religion, politics, and animals, cat tick clawing, and the latest news. Whatever's turning the animal world on its head, we'll be talking about at the animal party. This party's got bite.
Every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com. Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Hunters rescue from grizzly hard to bear. With the Talking Pets News Brief, I'm Samantha Page. A hunter attacked by a grizzly bear in southern Montana also had the misfortune of being shot in the arm by a companion trying to stop the attack. The incident resulted in the bear being killed, the attacked hunter surviving, and no charges against the companion for shooting his friend. Park County Sheriff Alan Lewitz says his office looked into the shooting of the hunter and found no negligence, with the other hunter trying to save his friend and killing the bear. However, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services in Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks are still investigating and have not released details including the hunters' names. Reporting for Talking Pets, I'm Samantha Page.
And once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm Jon Patch. And also Dr. Adrienne O from Livingston Animal and Avian Hospital. The show is produced by
Amanda Page. A little struggle with the buttons there, sorry.
She didn't have you on.
Oh.
When you don't hear anything in there, that means... Thank you, Sam. Good job on the story there. Once again, you are listening to Talkin' Pets, and we want to talk with you. We're speaking with Dominique De Vito. She is the author of World Atlas of Dog Breeds. It's the 6th edition. It's put out by TFH Publications. I did put out a little trivia question from the book, and basically the question is there are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? And real quick, we're going to go to Daniel, and Daniel's in Las Vegas, Nevada. What do you think, Daniel? How many breed groupings are there? What would you say the number is?
7.
You think 7? Mm-hmm. I would say that you are incorrect. Sorry, Daniel, but you can definitely try again on another trivia question, but that's wrong. It's not 7. So, another guess out there. 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. And once again, we're speaking with Dominique De Vito, and the book is called World Atlas of Dog Breeds, the 6th edition. You can find it in bookstores. You can find it online. We were talking about the breeds, and we got into all of that, Dominique. But you also in this book get into like some training and so on and so forth. And when you're bringing. Well, before I jump to that, actually, one thing that I found that was kind of interesting is you get into extinct breeds. Mm-hmm. And I don't think I ever really saw that in a book. And I thought that was kind of interesting.
Well, this book was based on an atlas of dog breeds of the world that was done by TFH Publications many years ago. And in doing the research for the World Atlas of Dog Breeds 6th edition, we found that some of these breeds that had been written about back then were no longer had a sustainable population and were therefore considered extinct.
The kangaroo dog actually kind of resembles the greyhound a little bit in the face. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, you've got the Harlequin pinscher, which looks like a pinscher, but it's spotted.
Yep.
And the Hawaiian, is it poi?
Hawaiian poi.
Hawaiian poi dog. Now, that's an interesting-looking dog.
Yeah, it looks a little like a Westie, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, actually. So, cute dogs. Mm-hmm. Now, as I said, you do get into care and training in part 2 of the book, and there's a lot of great information about, for instance, choosing a dog. And what's your advice for somebody if they're looking for a dog, where to find it?
Well, I think the first thing you want to do is evaluate your lifestyle and make sure that the dog that you end up with is going to be a good fit for your lifestyle. So if you're an active person and you envision your dog going for hikes with you and possibly being a running companion or entertaining the kids in the backyard, liking to play ball, you want to look for a dog that's more active. If you are more of a sedentary person and you like just hanging out and you want a dog that's maybe even a level up from a stuffed animal, you want to take that into consideration too. Dogs are very different in their energy levels and their sizes and their grooming requirements, and that's what this book tries to give a snapshot of.
Gives you all that information. We're speaking with Dominique De Vito. She's the author of the book, of course, World Atlas of Dog Breeds, put out by TFH Publications. We are looking for an answer to that trivia question. There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? The book is yours if you know the answer.
With this hour's Talking Pets news from the USA Today, live from the ranch, here's your host, Jon Patch.
Out of Fort Collins, Colorado, a raptor rehabilitation center is putting its property up for sale 2 weeks after asking the public for donations to help with a rising demand to help injured birds. The Rocky Mountain Raptor program said the timing of the sale has nothing to do with the plea for donations. Executive Director Judy Schleppes said the center would be making the sale regardless of the caseload or cash flow. Dr. O?
Kennett, Missouri, a spike in animal rabies cases has triggered a warning from state health officials to vaccinate pets and seek treatment for bites. The Daily Dunklin Democrat reported 55 rabies cases in Missouri by the end of September, more than the total for an average year. Wow.
That's for rabies?
Yeah.
Now, is that state by state, city by city, on whether you have to get vaccinated on how many years?
You have to either the 1 year, there's the 1 year of rabies in certain areas, and that's all what is official, and there's certain areas where you can do both, 1 year and the 3-year vaccine, but you have to do it. You have to vaccinate your pets against rabies.
Because if your animal is to get rabies, it's the end.
Mm-hmm. And not, you remember, it's a disease that can be transmitted to people, so...
Out of Tyndall Air Force Base, Florida, a growing black bear population has become increasingly brazen in housing areas. Conservation Chief Alan Richmond doesn't know the exact number of bears living in Tyndall's vast wooded area, but his staff counted 135 housing units with trash cans hit by bears in August, an increase from 95 in July.
In Anchorage, Alaska, a city park trail where 2 people were mauled by grizzly bears is reopening to the public. The Rovers Run Trail in far north Bicentennial Park was closed for the summer, but reopened Monday on the recommendation of the Alaska Department of Fish and Game. The state agency monitored the situation and determined that grizzlies were no longer a threat.
And once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. We welcome your calls and questions at 866-606-TALK. That's 866-606-8255. We're looking for an answer to the trivia question. If you can answer it correctly, we're going to send out to you a copy of World Atlas of Dog Breeds, the 6th edition by TFH Publications. You can find it in your bookstore. You can find it online. Don't forget, you can view us right now live on the webcam, if you'd like, at talkinpets.com, TALKIN pets.com, as well as myspace.com/talkinpets. Click on the dog watching TV, and you can watch and chat with us as well. 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. This is Talkin' Pets. And we do have a trivia question out there, compliments of Dominique De Vito, the author of one of the authors of the World Atlas of Dog Breeds. It's put out by TFH Publications. We want to know, there are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? Okay, we had a guess that it was 7, so I'll say it's higher than 7 and it's lower than 15. So it's somewhere between 7 and 15. If you know the answer, give us a call. 866-606-TALK. You want this book. It is absolutely gorgeous. It will be one of my reference books from now on. And it's got every breed you can imagine in there. And it's beautiful photography. It sells for about $99 on the market. And it's yours, compliments of Dominique De Vito, if you know the answer on how many breeds there are. 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. George in Othello, Washington, you want to take a stab at that trivia? What do you think? How many breed groupings are there comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds?
Hi, John.
Hey, how you doing, George?
I think it might be 9.
You think 9?
Loser! You're a loser! Are you feeling sorry for yourself?
Sorry, George.
Are you counting the American and the European breeds?
Actually, it's...
Because there's 2 different types. There's American listing and then there's a European listing.
Dominique, on that question that he's asking on that, is that the total number of breeds, or is that actually U.S. and worldwide?
The way that it was classified in the book was U.S. and worldwide.
U.S. and worldwide, so the total number. Okay, it's not 9. Sorry, George, but good question, too. We want to know how many there are. Give us a call, 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. And, you know, we were talking about choosing the right dog. What about with foods and stuff like that? I mean, what's your recommendation on the best diet for your dog?
Again, every dog is an individual, so you need to take into consideration your dog's age, size, breed type, activity level. All those things go into consideration. Discuss it with your veterinarian. But there are, there have been many advancements in high-quality, commercially available foods for dogs, and my recommendation to people is always to read the ingredient panel. Take a close look at the ingredients, and make sure that your dog's food has the freshest, most wholesome ingredients possible so that it's getting the most out of its food.
Now, you do get into grooming in the book. You get into health care, of course, like allergies and cancer, ear infections. You also get in, of course, the one thing that I think is extremely important is training. And you talk here in the book about positive training, and you do get into crate training, which I find is extremely important because a lot of people just bring the dog home, let it go, and then it starts pooping and peeing all over the place, and then they want to take it back to the shelter. So crate training is very valuable, and I like the fact that you get into it in this book.
Thank you.
When we come back, I want to ask you about some of the breed profiles and basically how you have them listed in this book, which I think is very fascinating. And we'll talk a little bit about that with Dominique De Vito, one of the authors of the book, and of course it's called World Atlas of Dog Breeds. Give us a call, 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. We had some guesses on the trivia question. There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? It is higher than 9, and it's lower than 15. Give us a call, 866-606-TALK, and the book is yours. By TFH Publications, World Atlas of Dog Breeds. Otherwise, you can pay $99 and get it out in the bookstore or online, but you can get it as a gift from Dominique De Vito if you know the answer to that trivia question. There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? It's been narrowed down, higher than 9, lower than 15. I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. O.
We'll be right back, right after these messages. Stay tuned.
Give your dog some thought with Dog Thoughts. It's the iPhone application that everyone's talking about.
Hey, what do you think of this? A man in Davis, California says he's invented an application for the iPhone that claims it can read your dog's mind. Huh? No, it's true. I read about it on my cat's Twitter page. That's why I
Jay Leno talked about it, CBS reported on it, and now you can see what all the buzz is about. Created just for dog lovers, Dog Thoughts makes taking photos of your furry best friend more fun. Shake your dog and read his mind. On your iPhone, of course. Take a pic of your pup, shake your phone, and watch as his thoughts appear on the screen. Does he have a bone to pick with you, or is he having a tail-wagging day? Get your Dog Thoughts iPhone app today. Just 99 cents. Go to PetLifeRadioPromotions.com. That's PetLifeRadioPromotions.com.
Stop what you're doing and start horsing around. Every week on Pet Life Radio, horse expert and award-winning rider Audrey Pavia will be trotting out great tips on feeding, breeding, and more on everything equestrian. So set a spell and say hey to Audrey and get ready for a darn tootin' galloping good time. Every week on Horsing Around, on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Spank your puppy? Get charged with a felony. With the Talking Pets News Brief, I'm Amanda Page. A Montana man was arrested for allegedly beating a puppy so badly that the animal had to be euthanized by a local veterinarian. Sheriff Leo Dutton said the Brandon Hill 18 was first detained by deputies after a witness saw him beating an 8-week-old puppy in the yard. The witness was outside and heard a dog yelp, Dutton said. The witness saw a male kicking a small white dog against the tire of a car. The man picked up the dog and threw it onto the ground. The man disappeared with the dog into the trailer where the animal continued to yelp. The witness told deputies that whenever she heard something bang against the wall inside the house, the dog would cry. Hill said he got mad and threw the dog against the wall, Dutton said. He said he didn't throw the dog hard and that he wasn't an animal beater. Hill told deputies that he had gotten mad after the puppy chewed his cell phone charger and defecated on the floor. Hill was charged with a felony, aggravated cruelty to animals, and is being held without bond in the Lewis and Clark County Jail. Reporting for Talking Pets, I'm Amanda Page.
We welcome your calls and questions at 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. We're speaking with Dominique De Vito. She's one of the authors of the book that we're referring to right now, the World Atlas of Dog Breeds. It's a 6th edition by TFH Publications. You can find it in bookstores. I highly recommend that you do. You can find it online. It really is one of the nicest books I've seen. It sells for about $99 out on the market, but right now we have a complimentary copy going out to whoever can guess the trivia question. There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? We know it's higher than 9, and it's lower than 15, so it's somewhere in that range. And Marlene in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, What do you think, Marlene? What's the number? What are we looking for? What's the number?
13.
You think 13?
Yes, sir.
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
Sorry, Marlene. That is incorrect. So now, okay, we narrowed it down a little bit more. It's between 9 and 13. So people are narrowing it down. 866-606-TALK, 866-606-8255. There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? And you can find all that information in this book, of course, World Atlas of Dog Breeds by TFH Publications. And you can get the book, Compliments of Dominique De Vito, if you know the answer to that trivia question. It's between 9 and 13, so it has been narrowed down. Give us a call, 866-606-8255. You had a question, Dr. O, for Dominique?
Yes, absolutely. What is your opinion on the designer breeds? I mean, to me, it's more like a marketing strategy, but are they real breeds at this point? Designer breeds?
They're not recognized breeds yet, although they do have, some of them have quite large followings. They were developed like a lot of other breeds with particular characteristics in mind that people liked, and I think the stronger clubs or the groups around some of those breeds are looking to define those breeds and get them recognized.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you get, like we were saying, you do get into the breeds, and I'm just going to actually skim right into one here. And let's go with, there's so many.
I know.
There are tons. And I mean, the thing that I like about this book is that, it shows pictures.
Yeah. Good pictures, not just a headshot. But
exactly.
You get a sense of what the body looks like, and yeah.
Beautiful. And, okay, here's one here. The Brittany. And not Spears, but actually French. And you get into the breed facts, like the country of origin, the height, the weight, coat, colors, other names, who would have thought, registries, and the country of origin is France.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get in, you have an explanation of the origin and the history. And I find it fascinating, too, that you get into fast facts, and you rank it by paws.
Mm-hmm.
And you get into compatibility with children. You give this one a 4-paw out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it is a good dog to have in a household.
Yes.
With kids.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also get into with other pets, also 4 paws.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, exercise requirements. They need a lot, huh?
Yes, yeah, they're a sporting breed, and they enjoy being outdoors. They were bred to hunt all day, and they need their exercise.
Now, the health, you say the average lifespan of the French Brittany is 12 to 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
What are some of the common known problems that a Brittany might have, health-wise?
They can suffer from elbow dysplasia as well as hip dysplasia, which are things that degenerate in those joints. They sometimes get epilepsy and occasional eye problems.
Now, another one that you get into, I mean, a common dog, a lot of people seem to have it, is the Chihuahua.
Mm-hmm.
From Mexico. Go figure. Cute dogs.
Mm-hmm.
With a height of like 6 to 9 inches, according to this. How many coat types are there in the Chihuahua?
There are several coat types. There are 2. They are long-haired and short-haired.
Long hair and short hair on the Chihuahua. Real quick, we're going to go out to Donna in Warden, Washington. What do you think, Donna? We know that we're looking for an answer to that trivia question. You're going to get a copy of the book, which is a gorgeous book. There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? We know it's been narrowed down between 9 and 13, so you got a pretty good shot there. What do you think?
About 12.
You think 12?
What would you do with a brain if you had one?
Sorry.
Will you keep your mouth shut and keep your eyes open, and maybe you'll learn something?
Sorry, Donna, that is absolutely incorrect. So she said 12, so we narrowed it down again. It's between 9 and 12. So between 9 and 12. So if you know the answer, give us a call, 866-606-TALK, and this book will be yours. 866-606-8255. We're speaking with Dominique De Vito. She is one of the authors of this wonderful book, World Atlas of Dog Breeds. It's the 6th edition. Like I said, you can find it in bookstores. You can find it online. Dominique, it sells for about $99, is that right?
That's the retail price, yes.
The retail price is $99 if you want to buy it in the stores or if you want to get it online, and I absolutely recommend that you do. It's a great book for the whole family, for the kids as well, and especially if you want to learn about breeds. But you're going to get a copy of it if you know the answer to that trivia question. Between 9 and 12, it's narrowed down quite a bit.
Talkin' Pets. We'll be right back after a short pause. Well, 4 to be exact.
Greetings, human. What planet am I on?
Welcome to Pet Planet. Here's a copy of Pet Planet Magazine, Florida's most informative and fun pet resource magazine. It features heartwarming stories and informative articles from local and national pet experts.
Excellent.
Pet Planet Magazine offers Operation Planet Rescue, helping rescued pets find new homes. And it's available at 500 locations in South and Central Florida and 24/7 on the internet at petplanetmagazine.com. If you're out and about with your pet, you may be featured in Paparazzi, candid pictures of you and your pet. For up-to-date pet-friendly events, activities, and pet-related services and products, Pet Planet Magazine is your final destination.
I shall take this magazine home with me.
Back to your home planet?
No, to my condo in Boca.
Pet Planet Magazine. Check them out at www.petplanetmagazine.com or 352-394-8578. It's out of this world.
Pet Life Radio presents Paranormal Pets, where you can always expect the unexpected. Each week we'll discuss all aspects of weird or spiritual animal encounters, ghosts, totems, psychic animals, animal souls, animal angels, and animals in religion, with a little cryptozoology thrown in. Step into the supernatural world of pets with your Paranormal Pets ghostly host, Dusty Rainbolt, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
And once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm Jon Patch.
Dr. O.
And Amanda Page.
Mandy, this is the new Michael Bublé CD, isn't it?
It is.
What's the title of that CD? I think
It is All I Do Is Dream of You.
All I Do
the
Is
CD.
Dream
Oh,
of You.
that's the song. I'm so sorry.
I think it's called Crazy or something, isn't it?
It is. Bublé, Crazy Love.
Crazy Love, Michael Bublé. Great voice. We're speaking with Dominique De Vito. She's one of the authors of the book, and a great book by TFH Publications, World Atlas of Dog Breeds. It's the 6th edition. We've got 2 more people online, and I want you both to stay online just in case the first one's right, okay? So we're going to go real quick to Jeff in Belvedere, Illinois. Jeff, what do you think? There are how many breed groupings comprising more than 420 recognized dog breeds? How many? We know it's between 9 and 13. No, 9 and 12.
9 and 12.
Between 9 and 12. That narrows it down pretty good.
Yeah, it does.
I guessed wrong initially, but I'm going to take a stab at 11.
You're going to go with 11?
Yes.
I would say...
So close, yet such a nerd.
Sorry. Sorry, Jeff, that is incorrect. But Diane in Soap Lake, Washington, I think it pretty much narrows it down to the answer, Diane. How many breeds are there?
There are 10.
Congratulations. You are absolutely right. Diane in Soap Lake, Washington, the book is yours. It is called, of course, as we said, World Atlas of Dog Breeds. This book, you are going to love this book. It is absolutely phenomenal.
I will.
Oh,
Enjoy it.
It is so great. It really is one. I mean, I've been doing this 20 years on the air, and I mean, this is one of the nicest books I've ever seen. So congratulations. Very heavy, very big, coming out to you, and it's yours. Diane in Soap Lake, Washington, congratulations. There are 10 breeds. So close, Jeff. So close. But...
so far.
Yes. Dominique, real quick, because we only have a minute left, but one of the favorite breeds out there by Dr. O here is the Irish Wolfhound. What do you think about that breed?
Oh, it's a beautiful breed, and a very old breed, an ancient breed.
From Ireland, correct?
I'm sorry?
From Ireland.
Yes. Therefore, the Irish Wolfhound. Yeah, it's a gorgeous breed and quite majestic as well.
Well, once again, with this book, you got to go out and get it. TFH Publications, and again, it is called World Atlas of Dog Breeds, and it's got all the information that you want to know about these breeds. And like we talked about, it gets into, origin and history, personality profile, care requirements like exercise, feeding, grooming, health. It talks about some fast facts about compatibility with children and other pets, and grooming and loyalty and protectiveness and trainability. All this information is in this book. It's highly recommended to go get it. Dominique, I want to thank you so much for joining us in this hour of the program.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me on.
Congratulations on such a wonderful book. I really love it.
Thank you. It was a team effort, so it's a beautiful book, and it was put together by a lot of people, so I was very proud to be a part of it.
Well, congratulations on that. It is an absolutely fantastic book.
Thank you.
That's Dominique De Vito, one of the authors of the book, World Atlas of Dog Breeds, the 6th edition. We welcome your calls and questions. Again, the number is 866-606-TALK. Write that number down because we are here every weekend on your favorite radio channel. And we recommend that you give us a call. And don't forget to spay and neuter your pets and help control that pet population. From myself, Jon Patch,
Dr. O,
and Amanda Page.
We say goodbye for now. We'll talk to you again very soon. See ya.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.